What really grabs me about this isn't the cheerful old man giving 2 thumbs up, though he is pretty great. It's the backdrop. The brightly colored paintings, the transcriptions, the way it's all carved right into... well, what is that carved into?
My name is Joe Bilawa, and I'm a photographer based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. In September of 2009, an old friend of mine and I decided to take a day trip around the Salton Sea.
The Salton Sea is a peculiar place. It's technically the largest lake in California. It's located in the hottest desert in North America, and it was created by accident. But that's a whole other story. This story is about an even more unusual place a few miles from the sea, Salvation Mountain. Salvation Mountain is an art installation built into a sloping hill about 3 stories high, overlooking the desert. The mound is made up mostly of adobe clay and straw, and it's covered in colorful murals and Bible verses.
We arrived at the site and got out of the car, and it felt as if no one was around, but yet I could feel a strong presence. I was struck by the mania of it all, the bright colors, the patterns, the empty paint cans that were scattered over to the right. There was an old truck and an old car, and every available inch of these vehicles were painted with bright colors and God is love and Jesus saves. I began taking pictures of everything as this visual stimulation seemed to trigger a mania in me.
The artwork's creator, Leonard Knight, built the mountain from scratch back in the 80s and spent 3 decades painting it while living out of the back of his truck. Leonard was motivated to mold the mountain to share his love for God with others. 30 years later, the place continues to attract road trippers and vagabonds passing through the bleak desert town. Travelers like Joe and his friend.
We climbed down and began to wander through some of the rooms to the south side of the structure. I felt a stronger presence than I had when I first arrived. Walking out into the open space in front of the mountain, we were greeted with a friendly hello, and there was Leonard Knight waving at us from across the yard.
At the time, Joe didn't realize just how lucky he was to have met Leonard. It's an experience that travelers today can't have, because the beloved 82-year-old artist passed away last year. But the mountain still stands, thanks to visitors who have volunteered to maintain the site. And there really is nothing else like it in the world.
Although we made many other stops that day as we traveled around the Salton Sea, none of them seemed to match the energy of Salvation Mountain and meeting Leonard Knight.
At This Happened Here, we're always looking for new ways to tell stories through photos. If you'd like to be featured on our show, send us a link to your photography website below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.